I love this diet as a physician because it's approachable, it's achievable. I know my patients can do this. I know it's good for me, it's good for my family and friends, and it's good for work life. And it absolutely works. We know this because it's been studied extensively. What is a Mediterranean diet? So again, it originates from the diet, the countries bordering the Mediterranean Sea, especially Crete, Greece, Italy, etc. Focuses on whole grains, not highly processed white bread puffed up with air that you get at the grocery store. Fruits, vegetables, heavy on the vegetables. Lean poultry, okay, and then omega-3 rich fish. Now, some poultry is actually high in omega-3. It depends on the diet of the chicken, of course. Healthy fats, especially olive oil, and we're going to talk about that. You can eat red meat on this diet, so those of you that want to turn the TV off and don't look at me because I'm talking about a diet and you think I'm going to say don't eat a steak, you actually can have red meat periodically with this diet, probably once a month. The key to red meat is you want to get grass-fed, organic. You just want to eat good meat that's not filled with pesticides, and you want a cow that had a decent diet. You don't want to eat a cow that had a crappy factory diet, if that makes any sense, because you are what you eat. So if you're going to eat red meat, make sure your red meat was eating well before it became red meat, if that makes sense. You want spices to flavor your food, not so much salt. And this is important, not just because it reduces salt, but more that you're adding spices, because spices are effectively medicine. They're herbs, and they are just chock full of phytochemicals. Moderate alcohol is actually beneficial, and there have been 100 studies on alcohol, but more or less in general, alcohol follows the tenet of what we call hormesis, which is stress your system a little bit and become stronger. So a little bit of alcohol is actually better than no alcohol because you strengthen your system responding to it. But it's also not, it's better than taking too much, if that makes sense. So it's 1 to 2 glasses a day, depending on how big you are effectively. And then the real key is on the bottom, I think. Eat slowly, eat fresh local foods, farm to table, and have fun with your family and friends, because you know what, at the end of the day, that's all that life is about. And you don't want to be stressed out about what you're eating and stressed out about a diet, because if you're stressed out, your cortisol's up, your sympathetic is up, and you're still in oxidative stress. So what good is it? So the Mediterranean diet, again, remember the 3 principles: exercise, low stress, good diet. Don't forget the low stress part.